The month of July may be coming to an end, but that means one thing. August is coming, and with August brings new Nintendo Switch games. And every month before the month ends up, I like to talk about the upcoming Nintendo Switch games for the next month that I think are going to be worth your purchase. The best of the best. The games that should definitely be on your radar and should definitely be on your outlook and will most likely be impacting your wallet. Now, the month of August is a bit slow, but there was still a lot of games I found coming out for the Nintendo Switch that were pretty interesting. A lot of games that I'm definitely going to want to check out, and a lot of games that I think you guys will enjoy, whether they're action RPGs, games like Monster Hunter, or even cult classics that you might not have heard of and you might not be familiar with. I think there's something for everyone in the month of August for the Nintendo Switch. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the best of the best. The Nintendo Switch games for the month of August that are going to be taking up your time and probably your wallet.
Hey, RGT 85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards!
So the first game I want to talk about is a game that I honestly had never heard of. It's a game that's currently available on Steam and will be coming to the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox One along with the PS4. The Nintendo Switch version of this game will be releasing on August 2nd, and that is a game called 1979 Revolution Black Friday. Now, this is a game that, honestly, it's a type of game that I don't really normally play, but I really like the setting of this game. I really like the aesthetic of it, and it seems like a really interesting game. You play as a character named Reza, who is an aspiring photojournalist who returns to Iran during the Iranian Revolution. And as Reza becomes more involved in the events of the revolution, he has to make decisions, and these decisions basically impact the plot and impact the final outcome of the game. It's a game where you take a lot of pictures, there's a lot of quick time events, and a lot of things that happen where you're sort of on the fly, and you have to make these decisions in order to impact the final story of the game. It definitely looks like one of those sort of interactive cinematic experiences, definitely very story driven, definitely very heavy on the story element of the game. Supposedly it's based on somewhat true events as well. I don't know, it looks like a really unique and interesting game though. A game that maybe I wouldn't normally check out, but I do like the setting of it and I do like the aesthetic of it. So 1979 Revolution Black Friday will be coming to the Nintendo Switch on August 2nd, and I honestly think I'll be checking it out. Overcooked released last June on the Nintendo Switch of 2017, and Overcooked 2 looks to take that crazy formula that a lot of people liked and a lot of people really resonated with, and looks to expand upon it. It was definitely a cult classic on the Nintendo Switch, and I think Overcooked 2 really ups the level of craziness as well. Overcooked 2 has new chefs, new recipes, and new obstacles that you have to fend with while cooking your dishes, and basically, you're making crazy dishes in all these sort of crazy levels. There's different obstacles that you have to encounter and stuff. A really fast-paced, really fun sort of multiplayer sort of experience. Now, Overcooked 2 has local multiplayer and also features online multiplayer for up to 4 people at once. It looks really good. It's probably going to be another cult classic game, and a game that I think a lot of people are going to have fun checking out. So Overcooked 2 comes to the Nintendo Switch on August 7th, and I think a lot of people will end up picking up this game. The next game I want to talk about is a game called Dead Cells. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this game. It seems like a game that's right up my alley, and it might be right up your alley as well. Dead Cells comes to the Nintendo Switch on August 7th as well, and it's sort of a combination of different genres. A Metroidvania with roguelike elements, no saves, permadeath, but a retro aesthetic. And that honestly sounds like something I would really, really enjoy. All the abilities you get while playing the game are permanent, but surviving in the game is the key. You sort of get a little bit further each time you play the game, but with the added abilities that you have unlocked throughout subsequent playthroughs of the game, you can get further and further within it. The game is non-linear, so you can tackle environments and areas at your leisure, and the gameplay itself is sort of dubbed Souls-light with a style of difficulty, so it's going to be challenging but sort of fair. There's a ton of secrets in the game as well, hidden areas, over 90 weapons, and a whole lot more stuff. The game's been very well received on the PC, and I think a lot of Nintendo Switch owners are going to like this game. I'm really interested in checking it out, and this game, like I said, Dead Cells releases on August 7th. There will be a physical version releasing in the same month on August 21st, so if you want to wait for the physical version, you just have to wait about 2 more weeks for that. But it's definitely a game I'm interested in checking out. I know some of my friends have been playing it, said it's a really awesome game, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out, but I probably will wait for the physical version. Okami is a game that I feel like everyone should play. I remember playing it back on the PS2, I played it on the Wii as well, and it's just a fantastic game. It's been ported to pretty much everything, but finally Okami HD is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which was released last year on the PS4 and the Xbox One. You play as a Japanese sun goddess who inhabits the body of a white wolf, and it's just a really fun action-adventure game. If you're a fan of games like the Legend of Zelda style of games, you're going to absolutely love this game. There's tons of unlocks in the game, there's tons of different magic things that you unlock as well, and it's a really, really awesome game. Every time it's been released, it gets awesome reviews because it's just a fantastic game. Probably one of the best games of all time, in all honesty. Now, aside from the 4x3 standard view, there's also a widescreen version in this game, and you have the ability to use Joy-Cons or a touchscreen to use the Celestial Brush. Although it's only digital in the United States, this will be an eShop release only title in the States, you can import this game physically from places like PlayAsia, and it does feature English subtitles and English text, so it's not a hard game to get into, and if you prefer the physical version, then you'll definitely want to import it. But either way, you need to play Okami HD. It's a fantastic game, even if you played it on other platforms. To have Okami HD on the go is just going to be absolutely awesome. Like I said, Okami HD releases on August 9th and is one of 2 Capcom games that I will be getting in the month of August. Now, the middle of the month of August is a bit quiet when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. There's some indie games releasing on the platform. We probably will get more announcements, but on August 28th, 3 games release for the Nintendo Switch, and honestly, I probably will be buying all 3 of these games because they look absolutely awesome. The first game I want to talk about is Victor Vran Overkill Edition. Now, fans of games like Diablo, you'll probably want to check out Victor Vran Overkill Edition because it's a top-down action RPG with heavy elements of, finding loot, finding different weapons, finding different souls to unlock. You play as a character named Victor Vran who has to clean up a town called Zagaravia from an evil source that's going on with all these evil demons and things like that. You get to go through different areas with Victor, and you can adjust your character to your liking. Victor doesn't have a set class. He basically just molds to how your playstyle is, so you can adjust Victor on the fly. There's like over 90 weapons in the game. There's a ton of different crazy stuff in the game. There's character customization, like I mentioned. There's lots of gold. There's secrets to be found. The game features local multiplayer and online multiplayer with drop in and drop out. But the coolest thing about the game, in my opinion, is the inclusion of Motorhead stuff. There's Motorhead music. There's Motorhead basically set pieces. It was available via DLC, but the Victor Vran Overkill Edition features all of the DLC from the game, and I think that's really cool. I'm a huge fan of Motorhead and Lemmy, so I'm really looking forward to checking out this game. I think it's going to be really fun, and the inclusion of the online multiplayer really sort of seals the deal for me and makes it a game that I definitely want to check out. So Victor Vran Overkill Edition will be hitting the Nintendo Switch on August 28th. A game I've talked a lot about on this channel is finally coming out on August 28th, and I could not be more excited for it, and that is Blade Strangers, a very highly stylized 2D fighting game from Nicalis. But what's cool about this game is the inclusion of characters from other games featured on Nicalis stuff. Characters like Cave Story, Azure Striker, there's a whole bunch of different characters that are featured in this game, and the roster looks really good. I think it's going to be a really fast-paced and fun 2D fighting game. I love 2D fighting games. I love the visual style of this game. I love how fast and crisp everything is, and I think it's just going to be an awesome game. There's going to be online multiplayer as well, along with leaderboards, so it looks like a really solid 2D fighting game. It's going to be releasing on August 28th. Blade Strangers, a $40 game. Victor Vran is also a $40 game, so definitely 2 physical games that you'll want to be on the lookout for, or pick them up digitally. I guess it really doesn't matter, but Blade Strangers definitely very high on my list, and definitely a game I'm going to be sinking a lot of time to, and I hopefully will be kicking your ass online with it. The final game releasing on August 28th for the Nintendo Switch is yet another Capcom game. 2 Capcom games in a month, that's a lot of output from Capcom. And that is Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Now this, of course, released in Japan last year on the Nintendo Switch, and everyone was like, okay, where's the localized version of this game? We want to play a Monster Hunter game as well. If you've never played a Monster Hunter game, this is going to be an outstanding experience. There's a ton of different monsters to hunt. Basically, you plop down into a village, you gather equipment, you get different equipment, tournament, and then you go out and set on your adventure trying to kill a certain monster. And really, the Monster Hunter games are so much fun. I've been playing them for quite a while. I remember playing them on the PSP, the 3DS, and now to have a Monster Hunter game, a full console version of a Monster Hunter game on the go is going to be really cool. Yes, this is a port of a 3DS game, but they've upscaled the graphics, they've made it look a lot better, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The game also features multiplayer where you can play online with your friends, and that's a big deal because hunting monsters with your friends is of course the best way to play this game. I think it looks really good. I think it's going to sell really well, as the Monster Hunter franchise is very popular right now thanks to Monster Hunter World and subsequent games that have released on the 3DS. So Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate will be coming to the Nintendo Switch on August 28th and is, in my opinion, probably the best game of the month for the Nintendo Switch. There is one wildcard game that I assume is coming out in August, but I can't really say for sure. This game is slated for a summer 2018 release, and that is Dark Souls Remastered. Of course, this game released on the PS4 and the Xbox One back in May. It was initially announced on the Nintendo Switch first, and then of course it was delayed. And the latest that Bandai Namco has said on the release of Dark Souls Remastered for the Nintendo Switch is a summer 2018 release, but summer pretty much ends in August. So will we be seeing Dark Souls Remastered finally hit the Nintendo Switch sometime in August? I'm not sure. Time is sort of ticking on this. You would think there would be an announcement. Of course, they said that there's going to be an open beta for the online multiplayer before the game launches, so time is sort of running out on this. Will it be pushed to the fall, or will we see a stealth August release for Dark Souls Remastered? I'm not quite sure, but I definitely want to talk about it because there is potential for this game to come out in the month of August. Alright, and those are the best Nintendo Switch games for the month of August 2018. Like I said, it looks like a pretty decent month, honestly. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out. I think Dead Cells looks really good, Victor Brand, Blade Strangers, of course Monster Hunter Generations, just a lot of different stuff, a lot of unique stuff, and I'm sure there'll be a ton more eShop games that get announced within the next few days, or even in the month of August that end up coming out in the month of August for the Nintendo Switch. So let me know in the comments section down below which games you're looking forward to, which games you're going to end up picking up, and thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, and make sure you guys check out the description box for a giveaway. I'm giving away a $20 eShop gift card depending on when you're watching this video. It may still be going on, so make sure you guys check that out, and as always, I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.